Hello, 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 and welcome back to the Wandering Village. I'm Evie Greenbottle, and if my voice sounds a little bit funny, it's because I have been sick, unfortunately. So it's been a little while since I have recorded, but I am excited to be back. I'm feeling a bit better, so ready to go again. Luckily, I had a nice backlog of videos, so you might not even have noticed that I was away, but I was, because I haven't recorded in like almost a week now, which is very unfortunate. It always is sad when it takes that long in between recordings because I gotta figure out what I'm doing. So let's just take a quick look at our map here. We've got a scavenging hut out and about. They're currently over in this mine and they're going to be grabbing some elephant eggs. We've got 2 cold snaps to get through, but then we are headed into a sandworm nest, which I actually don't mind if we got because yeah, it hurts Onbu, but we can heal him eventually. But it does increase our crop speed growth, which would be helpful, I think, because we've got some food, but we could definitely use more food and things growing well again, because at the moment, yeah, growth speed is reduced. Oh, growth speed's reduced because we've got rock grubs. Right. Yes, I did know about that. I just sort of forgot about that. Right, let's get this berry muesli over to be beet soup, because actually we finished up with the berries. We do have 2 different berry gatherers now, which I think is a good thing. And we've got 2 beet farms. So that's going to keep our 3 chefs very busy. You guys are getting us some mushrooms, and we are in fact making more mushrooms ball. And we've got an Onbu cache. So once this gets full, they can actually bring some over here and then it's all good. And speaking of Onbu, he probably should use a mushroom ball right now. He's a little bit hungry. And we're not going towards the stinkworm fungi because then we'd have to go into the ocean, and we're not going to do that. At least not right now. Right, 6 available workers. So once we get a little bit closer, we can actually reach some of these things. We can actually open up our second scavenger hut because we do have 2, in fact. Your storage is full. We have got too much stone at the moment, which I guess is fine. We've got 2 workers in there. We could use maybe more storages though, because I feel like it is slightly a problem, the lack of storages. I'm gonna stick one maybe just right here. It fits in quite well in that spot, so let's get that in. We'll set that to high priority. Someone can bring some wood over. Okay. Oh, and our sawmill. We have researched the sawmill as well, so we might want to like stick one of these in somewhere. I'm just gonna place it there. Oh, is Onbu? I thought he was lying down for some reason. It wouldn't be terrible if he slept before the cold snap, but he's at 69% right now. Otherwise he's gonna sleep in the sandworm nest. But if he sleeps here, he will get poisoned. His poison level's at 40%. Are we researching anything right now? That's actually a good question. We are not. We need more wooden planks. Okay, well that is good to know, I suppose. It might be worth getting another carpenter and stonemason like we usually do, because we usually have 2 of each. Just gonna put 1 more of each in here, but we'll get the carpenter in faster, and I will high prioritize that. Whenever our scavenging prices come back with 5 iron ore and 2 elephant eggs. Ooh, and we can send you back out, and there's potentially space for getting some villagers over there. And then once this party is available, then we can get someone over into this mine as well. Oh, and that mine at some point. All right, another cold snap though. Unfortunate, but should be okay. This is taking a long time to get someone to go into this scavenger hut. Could you go a little faster? Because we're waiting for you. Goodness me. Okay. There we go. Send the party there, and then we'll send a party here. We've got that one as well. So there's tons of things to be scavenging close by, which is nice. It's day 66 and we're at 459 kilometers. So we're going to reach our halfway point today, which is good. And this has been going fairly smoothly. We haven't had any major problems yet. Oh, do you know what? We should probably switch these. One of these needs to be corn and one of these needs to be cactus. Because as soon as we get through here, which is just about a second, we're going to be straight into the desert. Oh no, Onbu, no, Onbu. I'm sorry, buddy, but this is a very bad place for you to sleep. I'm sorry, dear, but you need to keep walking. We're gonna also close these. It gives us a bunch of workers back, but we might want to stick extra in both of those. Oh, the carpenter has also been constructed, so let's get 2 workers in there who can help make those planks, because we do really need to get this Onbu pharmacy up and running. Like, that is pretty key. All right, Onbu, you're so close. Onbu is exhausted. He needs to just get out of this cold snap and into the desert. Keep going, buddy. I know you're tired. I know it. We've got 2 things here. A collapsed mine. As soon as your scavengers step into the mine, the ground starts to shake. Huge boulders fall from the roof and block the exit. All right, we better check for another way out because we do not want to be stuck forever. Luckily, they do find 20 stone, and the other group found some settlers. So let's pick those guys up. A healthy person and a hungry person have been found. And then we're going to send our parties back out here. We are now in the desert. So, Onbu, this is a great place for you to now be sleeping. We still have growth speed reduced because we still, of course, have these silly rock grubs, which are very annoying, but we are now planting cactus and corn. There is a lot of music happening. All right, everything's a bit hot for the herbs and the mushrooms as well. They will grow, but they'll grow super slow. I don't think we need the village doctor anymore, but I'm going to leave it because I think, I know they seem fine now, actually. Okay, look, we've got so many good meals, actually, with berry muesli and beet soups. That is what we like to see. Okay, how about the research? Are we getting closer? We actually are. We're at 67 out of 75, so I might just open this up and get those workers to start heading over there. And additionally, my collegists, they each only have one actually already, so yes, I will leave that like that. How is it raining? Oh, I guess we're just close enough to the mountains. It's like, I don't really think you normally get rain clouds in the desert, but here we do. That's fine. Okay, Onbu will wake up hungry. I really need this to get done. So we need 4 more planks. And once we have those 4 planks, then we are going to be good to build that pharmacy. Oh, you guys have run out of beets, which is not ideal. In fact, we've got very little of anything. We can go to berry muesli for a minute. I might just go down to having just 1 chef in here for now. Okay, scavenging parties returned with 5 iron ore and 10 biogas. I'm going to send them off to this quarry. And then we've got a few more things coming up along the path, but nothing too close. Okay, there's the other scavenging party back with 30 salt and 20 clay. I don't think there's anywhere else to put them though, because we can't quite reach these other ones. Everything's already scavenged. So we'll just leave it open, I think, for now. It's not a big deal. Although actually we could close it. Hold on. We could close it because there's lots of roads to build still. We've still got kind of roads in a few places that need to go in. Right. Ooh, there we go. Onbu Pharmacy has now been researched. So I do want to stick this in somewhere. Ideally, it would go, near this. So I'm gonna put it, right beside it, I guess. So they're kind of, it's very close to where the herbs are. And then we'll get that put in. We've got all the resources needed for it. Let's go take a look at the next research though, because there's a lot of things that we definitely are going to need. The evaporator. We can actually get the evaporator already, so that's not a bad idea. The smoking hut would also be very good, but we're not close on the wood planks. So let's get the evaporator for now, because that means we can actually start to go into the ocean if that comes up again, and we'll still be able to get water, so we'll still be able to cook things, which is very important. Oh dear. Okay, they've literally planted everything. Everything is growing slowly though. These rock grubs are lasting way too long. They'll die within 1 day and 18 hours. So we are getting closer, but man, that is slow going. Okay, we're gonna feed Onbu a mushroom ball, at least 1. And then we need to get the pharmacy built, but we're getting closer. Because we do need to actually worry about Onbu's poison soon. Okay, there's 1 food ball for Onbu. We are going to want to give another one as soon as that's ready again. Right, the ground here is infested with sandworms. And send a party out to that dune. Are we going to get sandworms though? I think we should be okay. Oh, it's day 69. Day 69, and we're approaching the halfway point, and that is pretty good. Oh, Onbu Pharmacy's going in as well. There we go. Oh, you've got no more rocks to gather. Come up here. There's still rocks up here. Right, 1 person in there starting to make Onbu antitoxins. We're definitely going to need more in terms of the herbalist then. Might stick an extra worker in that one. Oh, the evaporator has been researched, so I can stick an evaporator up here as well. And then I guess we're going to go back into the research. The smoking hut would be really good because then we could travel a bit further for things. Oh, pet Onbu would be quite good, just to make sure we're keeping him very happy. But if we go to the smoking hut, we could get boarding house. Let's go smoking hut, and then we'll close the research for now. We need workers to be making the planks and things, which means we need enough stone and wood. And we're actually a little low on wood. Right, sending another party to this settlement. So I did get the second scavenger hut open to make sure that we caught that one. And then we'll have to make sure we can catch this one and that dune as well. Try not to miss it. Oh, the party's back already. Oh, we are low on food. Oh no, is not good. Yeah, the corn is going to take so long to grow. These rock grubs, they really need to go away. 11 hours it says. So we're very, very close. Then the corn can start growing because at the moment things are just growing too slowly. Let's grab. Okay, we're making berry muesli. There is food in here though. Oh great, wandering sandworms. As if we didn't have enough problems. All right, let's just see how we get on though. Because we might miss them. And it looks like, yeah, there are some settlers here we can pick up. 3 healthy people and 2 hungry people. The 2 hungry people are a little bit of a challenge, of course, because food is a bit of a problem. And also our needs have just gone up from 7 to 8 in happiness. We're definitely not getting the research fast enough, I don't think, for like the housing needs that we have. I feel like we're just a bit slow on all the fronts, if I'm being really honest. Oh great, scorching sand. But the option is that or into the ocean, which I don't think we're ready to deal with. Oh no. Okay, well, this is going to be fun. We can get Onbu to sleep before the scorching sand and then run through said scorching sand. Let's just wait to see, because there's also a heat wave here. But you never know what you're going to get in an ocean, and sometimes they are just horrifying. Okay, rock grabbers mean we're hardened, so Onbu is less likely to get poison buildup. And our crops are finally growing, so we should be getting some corn in at some point. Scavenging party's come back with 25 sand. Nowhere else to send them to, though. I don't think the ocean is a good idea. Scorching sand is unfortunate, but I think it is the better choice. I'm going to also just give Onbu another mushroom bowl once we get a worker back into the feeding trebuchet, just to keep his hunger low, but also so that when we run, we don't have to worry about trying to feed him. The other thing that we probably want that I always forget about is another dung collector. Having multiple dung collectors is actually a good idea. Scavenging party has come back with 30 bread. That is really good news because that will help with our food diversity. Or variety rather, diversity, or yeah, I guess, but also just general food, because people be hungry. Right, Onbu is already at 63% tired. How is that even possible? Oh my goodness, and 3 new villagers have just settled on Onbu, which means our needs have now increased to 9, which is also very high. Okay, we've got scorching sand and a heat wave, so I am going to ask Onbu to sleep before either of those things, because then we're going to get him to run at least past the scorching sand. You can send the scavenging party over there, and then we'll just close the other one for now. And we're almost close enough at the research building, so I'm going to get 3 workers back in there. We're just 3 planks away. Oh, I've just spent some on something. But we're very close, so that at least will come in. All right, we do actually have some corn in, and our berries are growing well again. Oh, the sickness. The party enters the rundown settlement hoping to find leftovers. Contrary to their expectations, the town is populated, but its inhabitants are suffering from a disease. We can help them by any means. We can stay for a while to try to cure them. We would need herbs or heal shrooms, or the chances are slim we might get infected if we stay too long. Provide them with water and leave, and we would lose 20 of our water. All right, let's use the herbs, I think. And I think if we just go past, right? It's usually a good result then. The medicine has an effect on the younger and healthier locals. While most of them want to stay, a couple show interest in joining your village. On the way back, all of your scavengers start to feel dizzy. Seems like the sickness has spread. 2 workers have gotten poisoned, but 3 poisoned villagers have joined. We need to open up the old doctor hut then, and we are very low on herbs. We do have an antitoxin now. I am going to close this off though, and hopefully we can get our herb supply back up. Onbu's poison level is at 40%, so why don't we actually give him an antitoxin? That's the only antitoxin we have, but if we do that, then at least it'll be lower. Although, do you know what? Actually, cancel. What if we were to wait until because he gets a little bit of poison immunity, we wait until there's something that might poison him ahead. And because he's currently also got the hardened thing. So let's leave that for now. That's another scavenging party that has no jobs to do. And we still have 2 poisoned people, so our doctor will be on that. We're still in the worst housing, which is not great. Oh yeah, because we're going to go to boarding house, right? That was the plan. So smoking hut and then boarding house. And the smoking hut is being researched now. All right, that's the smoking hut researched. So we need to put that, well, I feel like ideally be near that, but it needs to be near some sort of food. Maybe we'll place it over here. And then we need to go back into research because we next want the boarding house. So that is a lot of planks and slabs again. So we're going to close this off. Planks and slabs. Dung collector has been done. So let's get somebody else in there. And then keep an eye out because there's nothing to collect nearby, but we're going to have Onbu do some running just as soon as we can past all of that. Onbu is off and walking, and food-wise, he's okay. He's at 36% only, which is actually not all that high. Evaporator is in. We can keep that close though. Although we do actually have 25 tainted water, but don't think we need to deal with that right now. Okay, patch of burning hot sand. Onbu, run past that. We do not need to be spending too much time on this. This is going to hurt him. He's at 95% at the moment. It's already day 74, but we have passed the 500 kilometer mark, so we are halfway to our goal, which is pretty good. No, don't walk. I just asked him to lie down. I meant walk. I meant walk, Onbu. We're out of the scorching sand, but we are in the heat wave now. Oh, our villagers are very unhappy. What's the deal? Why are we so unhappy? Food quality is kind of a problem. If we put more workers in here, we don't have any good food actually at the moment. We do need to have 3 good workers. I think we might actually need another kitchen. I'm going to put it right up here. Okay, the villagers are still unhappy. Oh no. Okay, we are getting other food types. There's just not many of them. Right, they've come back with some stuff, just nothing that's really helpful, which is not great. Oh, we're going to have more choices to be made up there. We really need to figure out this happiness thing, though. That is a major issue. We need planks and stone slabs at a much faster rate. I wonder if they'd be happier if they had more houses. Okay, we're at 9 out of 9, which is good. Food variety is okay. It's the food quality that's still low. We get the second kitchen, though. This will really help. We need a lot more stone slabs for that. Onbu is lying down. Is this a good spot for you, buddy? Yeah, it is. Day 75. And I think things are going sort of okay. We're having happiness issues, though, that is for sure. So getting happiness high enough, the housing quality is definitely a major problem with that one, because we're still sleeping in tents, which is not good. We're sleeping in tents in a flop house. But we are working towards the next thing, so hopefully we'll get it in the next episode. But that is all the time we have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. If you're new here, consider subscribing and leave a like if you liked the video. Thanks. Take care. Bye-bye.